at the moment that people hate me the most for, at the award show, that was inaccurate. Whether it was a plan to give Beyonce the award at the end of we still haven't seen a video as good as that video.
It's almost impossible to keep up with Kanye West these days. One minute, he's heralded as a musical genius with a track record of massive hits and influential albums. The next, he's making front-page news for controversies so alarming that even his closest allies seem to be sprinting for the exit. At the center of this whirlwind stands Bianca, the woman who, until recently, was thought to be the new anchor in his life. Yet, if rumors are true, she's now had enough. Kim Kardashian, Kanye's ex-wife, apparently tried to step in and offer support, and Bianca promptly snubbed her. How did it reach this level of tension?
Have you accepted that you've put no effort into understanding how I got there?
And why does it feel like Kanye is doubling down on chaos with his next album? Today, we're diving deep into the messy world of Kanye West's most recent moves, from Bianca's alleged split and Kim's surprising olive branch, to the rumored album that has even longtime fans wondering if he's finally gone too far. By the end, you'll be wondering whether Kanye is orchestrating a grand spectacle or if he's lost control of the show entirely. The once promising couple. When news broke that Kanye West had quietly married Bianca, people didn't know what to think. Was this an impulsive decision born from heartbreak over Kim, or was it a genuine leap of faith into new love?
6 million people died in the Holocaust. Over 20 million have died by the hands of abortion. And the media promotes the My Body, My Choice, which is actually still a promotion for Planned Parenthood.
At first, the two appeared inseparable. They traveled together, exchanged affectionate glances in public, and Kanye even hinted at how Bianca's creativity complemented his own. But the fireworks didn't last. Whispers of growing frustration on Bianca's side have grown louder, pointing to Kanye's increasingly volatile online presence. Instead of building a fresh start, he quickly returned to the same old pattern, blasting out polarizing statements, ranting about conspiracies, and seemingly provoking entire communities.
I thought it was good. I thought it was what I was supposed to do at that time. Yeah. If I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We only, we're all going to die one day.
Yeah, it's true.
So we live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. Go for it.
Initially, Bianca might have believed she could help Kanye find balance, especially after seeing how publicly tumultuous his marriage to Kim became. Unfortunately, it appears she gravely underestimated just how deep his need for controversy runs. At the same time, industry insiders began noticing shifts in Kanye's behavior. Meetings got canceled last minute. New business deals were rumored but never materialized. And he started shutting out people who had been part of his circle for years. That put Bianca in an impossible position: either stand by him and risk her own well-being, or step away before he dragged her deeper into the chaos.
50% of Black deaths a year is actually abortion. It's not the cop with the knee. It's not Black-on-Black violence and gang violence. It's not heart attacks. It's actually abortion.
What caused the final blow in their relationship? Some say Bianca discovered that even though Kanye was physically present, he was emotionally checked out, fixated on endless feuds and ominous album ideas that looked more like a recipe for public backlash than a musical masterpiece. And according to the rumor mill, her family wasn't thrilled about the path she had taken with him either. But this story took an even stranger turn when Kim Kardashian decided to make contact. Kim Kardashian's surprise outreach. Kim Kardashian has endured more drama with Kanye West than most people face in a lifetime.
I was able to start just making exactly what was in my mind again, and not having to speak with the textures of the time. Because, Cruel Summer is definitely Kanye West, and there's something kind of weird and off about Mercy, like when it has the high pitch.
From his unpredictable social media rants to high-stakes public spats, Kim saw it all. Many assumed she'd never again involve herself in any aspect of Kanye's personal life once the ink dried on their divorce. After all, she's busy juggling her own career, parenting their children, and cultivating her empire. So when word got out that Kim reached out to Bianca after hearing rumors of a split, people were stunned. What was she hoping to achieve? Did she feel a sisterly sense of solidarity, knowing just how overwhelming Kanye can be behind closed doors?
I care about me. I care about my people. So it's for me to stand up. And God forbid I step on someone's toes while I'm at it.
According to close sources, Kim's message wasn't long or pushy. It basically said, "I understand what you might be going through, and if you need support, I'm here." A simple gesture, but coming from Kim, it sent the media into a frenzy. Bianca reportedly brushed it off with zero response. Some suspect she was wary of Kim's motives, worried that any alliance with the Kardashian clan would be seen as betrayal by Kanye. Others think Bianca just wanted to put as much distance as possible between herself and anything that reminded her of the chaos.
With the kids who now have Instagram and can't be controlled by radio and can't be controlled by TV, they will never, and no knock, I love the Backstreet Boys songs, so if any of them are listening, no knock to them, but there will never be another Backstreet Boys.
Kim, however, didn't take the snub personally. Insiders say she felt a responsibility to reach out, given her unique perspective on Kanye's complexities. Still, for everyone else watching, the big question is why Kim felt compelled to get involved at all. Was it genuine empathy or a strategic move to control the narrative? The Kardashians are known for playing the PR game expertly, but it might also be that Kim genuinely cares that no one else endures what she went through. What became clear, though, is that while Kim and Bianca danced around possible camaraderie, Kanye was busy stirring the pot with a brand new album project, one that promised to offend, outrage, and captivate all at once. The rumored album from the abyss Kanye West has never shied away from controversial or provocative music, but fans and critics alike say he may have crossed a line this time. The rumored album was initially linked to titles like Bully or World War III, with a track list referencing historical figures like names that spark immediate outrage. It's hard to ignore the shock factor, even if it's all part of some convoluted artistic statement. Adding to the madness, there's talk that Kanye wants to release this album on his terms, possibly refusing to put it on major streaming platforms like Spotify or Apple Music. He's accused streaming services of inflating numbers or manipulating metrics. In typical Kanye fashion, he aims to redefine the system by breaking away from it. Whether this is a brilliant marketing move or a financial misstep is anyone's guess. Yet, the album controversy is only part of the equation. As the tracklist leaked, Kanye's social media presence reached a fever pitch, making fans wonder if he was spiraling out of control. Social media meltdowns. Over the years, we've seen Kanye West's relationship with social media go through wild highs and lows. He's used platforms like X, formerly Twitter, to promote albums, call out peers, and even announce political ambitions. But in this latest chapter, his posts took on a harsher, more menacing tone. Whether he was ranting about alleged conspiracies or hurling insults at critics, it seemed every post was designed to stir up maximum drama. For Bianca, who was once thrilled by Kanye's creativity, these online explosions became a nightmare. Reports say she experienced an actual panic attack following a specific rant where Kanye attacked multiple individuals in succession, some personal enemies, some random targets. The vitriol spilled beyond typical celebrity feuding into territory that made her question her safety and sanity. Family members and friends close to Bianca begged her to step back. The chaos that once seemed like the price of admission for being Kanye's partner was now overwhelming and destructive. And yet, Kanye's reaction to her distress was far from comforting. In snippets of new music, he allegedly sneers at the idea of being hospitalized or changing his ways, calling it all a ploy to control him. Online, fans went to war with each other. One side saw Kanye as a tortured genius, expressing himself without filters. The other side felt his behavior was toxic and that he should be held accountable for perpetuating hate or glorifying disturbing figures. In the middle stood Bianca, trying to maintain her equilibrium in a situation that seemed more unhinged by the day. But if you thought Kanye's controversies ended with music and social media rants, you might be mistaken. The rumor mill suggests a bizarre new business venture is in the works, and it's directly inspired by Bianca, adult toys, and a financial rebound. In an unexpected twist, sources claim Kanye is looking to recapture his billionaire status by launching a line of adult toys, reportedly modeled on his relationship with Bianca. Yes, you heard that right. For a man who's already faced severe backlash and lost lucrative brand partnerships, It appears he's now determined to rebrand himself in an industry most wouldn't have guessed he'd target. This new venture has set tongues wagging. Some see it as a desperate attempt to capitalize on a sensational persona, fueling tabloid buzz for profit. Others believe it's just another Kanye experiment, pushing boundaries to provoke a reaction. Reports from collaborators suggest he's working with international manufacturers, trying to finalize patents, and even using Bianca's likeness, with or without her full consent, as an artistic for the product designs. Bianca, who's rumored to be on the fence about staying in the marriage, is said to be utterly mortified. She's already endured public scrutiny about her wardrobe, her appearance, and her connection to Kanye's feuds. Now, she's faced with the possibility of her private life becoming the inspiration for X-rated merchandise. Insiders say it's one of the final straws, especially if Kanye proceeds without her blessing. Meanwhile, there's another rumor swirling that Bianca thought having a baby might keep Kanye grounded. The logic? He's a devoted father when he's focused on his kids, and perhaps a new child would channel his energy into something constructive. But critics argue that bringing a child into this level of instability is a recipe for heartbreak. In the midst of all this, public opinion has become a battleground. Everyone has a take: fans, critics, mental health advocates, and even Kim Kardashian's extended network. Let's see how they're responding. Public reaction and media frenzy. Scroll through any social media feed, and you'll find a barrage of takes on Kanye's unfolding drama. Some loyal fans still defend him, insisting he's misunderstood. Others have grown tired of defending the indefensible. Meanwhile, mental health advocates worry that he's veering into truly dangerous territory, potentially harming not just himself, but anyone close to him. Tabloids and mainstream outlets are feasting on every new development. Headlines shout about Bianca leaving, about Kanye's freakouts, about Kim Kardashian's olive branch. Late-night comedians have jumped in, treating Kanye's rumored adult toy line as prime material for punchlines. Serious talk shows debate whether we're witnessing a genuine mental health crisis or a masterclass in attention-grabbing marketing. Kanye's ever-shifting alliances don't help his cause. He's burned bridges with influential players in music, fashion, and business. Even longtime collaborators seem hesitant to associate their names with him now. Simultaneously, he still boasts a legion of die-hard supporters who believe he's reinventing the music world, one controversy at a time. Bianca, for her part, is stuck in the crossfire. She hasn't spoken out publicly in any major way, and her silence fuels speculation. Is she negotiating an exit strategy? Is she strategizing behind the scenes with her family? Or is she just too drained to make any major moves until she fully processes the situation? Whatever her next step might be, it's clear that the stakes are increasing by the day. Pressure is mounting, and even the term intervention has started popping up in conversation. From a legal standpoint, it's unclear what recourse Bianca or her family have. Could they seek a restraining order if things become more volatile? Would Kanye's money and fame overshadow any attempts to hold him accountable? These are questions swirling in the background as the drama unfolds. And then there's Kim, who remains committed to co-parenting with Kanye. She must be thinking ahead, concerned about how his current behavior might affect their kids. Even if Kim wanted to avoid Kanye's dramas entirely, their children tie them together for life. That responsibility alone could explain why she reached out to Bianca in the first place, maybe to prevent a total tragedy or ensure some measure of civility amid the chaos. Of course, that leads us to the final burning question. Where does everyone go from here? And is there a chance for some resolution, or will the turmoil only escalate? Kanye West's journey from groundbreaking artist to walking controversy has been anything but smooth. In the wake of his shifting career prospects, questionable alliances, and relentless need to provoke, the toll on his personal life is now in full view. Bianca, once seen as a stabilizing force, appears ready to leave him behind for good, especially in light of his inflammatory album plans, adult toy ambitions, and constant online warfare. Kim Kardashian's unexpected attempt to connect with Bianca only underscores how serious the situation is. When your ex-wife, who has survived the full brunt of your chaos, steps in out of concern, it speaks volumes. Yet, amid all this, nobody can confidently predict Kanye's next move. He's reinvented himself before, emerging stronger and more revered after controversies people thought would end his career. Could he pull off another redemption arc? Or has he finally reached a point of no return, where his actions have alienated him from fans, business partners, and even those closest to him? One thing is certain, no matter how you feel about Kanye West, it's impossible to ignore the impact of his every move. Whether he's a troubled visionary or an agent of self-made chaos, his story keeps unfolding in ways that grow more unpredictable by the day. For Bianca, for Kim, and even for Kanye himself, the choices made in the coming weeks will define their futures. Will Bianca find peace away from the public eye? Will Kim step back in or bow out entirely? And can Kanye regain control of his life before the damage becomes irreparable? Stay tuned, because the next chapter of this saga could break at any moment. In a world where celebrity headlines come and go, Kanye West remains one of the few who guarantees that something big, bold, and often bewildering is always just around the corner.